Greetings, my fellow Factorians. Czar here. That doesn't sound right. It's just Czar now. I'm trying to figure out a new intro that rolls off the tongue the same way. I'll figure it out. Anyways, by far, my most viewed video is my Spider-Man parkour video. And it's easy to see why. It's got Spider-Man and parkour. Both are very cool things. Put them together only makes sense. However, notice that I say most viewed video, not best. And that is because, as I was talking about it with someone the other day, they mentioned that while it was okay, could have been a lot better with some more interesting shots. Things like point of view or, Power Ranger style flip over the camera, stuff like that. I'm inclined to agree with them on that point because, all the shots were just standard wide shots and me doing stuff in front of the camera, which is fine, it's great, proof of concept, but could have been a whole lot better. The problem is, for shots like that, you need an action camera because you don't want to put your nice, delicate DSLR or mirrorless, whatever you're shooting on, in that situation. We had a camcorder that day. I'm not going to strap a camcorder to my chest and do a flip. Are you crazy? I'm not going to put it underneath me and try to jump over it, because what happens if I miss? Bad idea. I didn't have anything like that, a throwaway camera or a durable camera. I didn't have anything at the time. And when I was explaining that to my friend, they're like, why not just go buy one at Walmart? You can get a cheap knockoff GoPro. And I laughed at him because, those things are crap, right? And then I thought about it. And then I went to Walmart. This is the Vivitar DVRHD786 HD. That is an awful name. Truly awful. But when you're dealing with a Chinese company, it makes sense. And that name does describe exactly what this camera is, a DVR, which all cameras are, that records in HD. Wow, best name. But it does record full HD, 1080p at 30 frames per second. You need to drop down to 720 if you want 60. Which is a bit of a letdown, but whatever. It's got a 2.1 touchscreen display on the back that allows you to go through menus and change options. It's got two easy-to-use intuitive buttons, power and capture, and it comes in a nice, tidy, waterproof case that'll let you submerge the camera up to 30 feet without fail. And, that's about it. Really all you need to know about the camera, on paper at least. The best part about it, though, is the price. I got this for $40, and it wasn't even on sale. Now clearly, it's cheap. Very cheap. But does that always mean it's bad? Yes. Yes, it does. So while the camera isn't good, it's not half bad, to be entirely honest. You see, when we first picked it up, took it down to the creek, we had a ball with it. Went and decided to test it against my phone, dunked it in water a few times, dropped it in the lake, see what happened. I think at one point I threw it, but I don't think I have that footage still. Just different stuff. I wanted to put this thing to the test. I didn't run it over with a car because I know it won't handle that. But it'll handle just about everything else. And for the price, $50, I was very impressed. I wasn't expecting anything out of this camera. I'm like, it's gonna look like crap. I'm not gonna be able to use any of this footage. It's just an awful idea. But then I saw the video, the results, and yes, it is not good. Make no mistake, this is not a recommendation video at all. But man, if I'm not impressed. I wasn't expecting anything at all. I cannot emphasize more how low my expectations for this camera were. And to see it be relatively useful video, I was impressed. I mean, granted, would it stack up to my Lumix G7? No, not even close. But this was a $500 camera. This was $50. I would not ever put this camera in danger. I don't care about this one at all. And that's the beauty. It's disposable. I can do whatever I want with this. I can strap it onto the side of my car with duct tape, if that's all I have on hand. If it flies off, it'll probably survive. If it doesn't, grab a new one. I'd be comfortable strapping this to a kite to get some aerial shots because I don't have a drone. If it falls, see, like just like that. If it falls, I don't care. It'll probably survive, and if it doesn't, buy a new one. That's all it is. It's amazing. The biggest caveat of this, audio. Don't you dare use the audio from this, because that is unusable. Oh, no. Any situation I would not feel comfortable putting this in, I will use this. And if the shot isn't usable, whatever. More of a chance that I had than using this one. But the thing is, it's not bad. I got a pretty decent shot of a roller coaster. Now, the shot wasn't all that interesting because it was the worst roller coaster I possibly could have. But Six Flags was weird about their recording policy, and they didn't want me using it on the Superman. And so I had to sneak it onto the other roller coaster. And all the other times, I forgot to hit record. Let me tell you. So, am I recommending this camera? No. Well, maybe? Yes. I'm recommending this camera. For very specific people. If you need a camera that you can throw into whatever without worrying about it, it's the camera for you. If you're on a budget, of course. Now, if you have the money, of course the GoPro is going to be better. You can do all the same things with it, and it's going to look much better. But if you're like me, on a very tight budget, it'll work just fine. Upgrade later, and then you can toss it in the garbage. Not literally, obviously, because fire hazard, but basically. I find it really hard to regret buying this. Granted, that's even the fact that I don't use it much. So I'm going to start trying to use it more. And we're going to do all sorts of crap with it until it breaks or I can finally afford a real GoPro. But for now, it just works. And at the end of the day, that's all you need. Is something that works. So, there's no shame if you need to buy something like this. But just know, it will be replaced. But with that being said, guys, I mean, take my word. This is the ramblings of a madman, honestly. But I decided I should probably get a video out, considering it's been months since I got my last one out. I'm working on some cool stuff now. It's just taking me a while to do it. I do have this camera to review now, too. But I figured to give you guys a taste of that before I actually review it. So, yeah. This was an informal review